about the W. I'ma bring it home when it's over with. I'ma be the king of the throne. Now who can stop me? I'm in the zone. Competition's none in the league of my own. All about the W. I'ma bring it home when it's over with. I'ma be the king of the throne. I'm in the zone. Look, I'm in the zone. The competition wet. Tell them let's get it on. My hustle game crazy and I'ma finish strong. You threw up so many bricks, you probably could build a home. I done came a long way.
What's up, everybody? Coach Zai here. It is December 26th. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, blessed Christmas, spent a lot of time with your families, enjoyed that, and I hope it was a great day. I've been telling you guys I would get this podcast out there about my Lakers and my thoughts, and I just kept waiting to see, what was really going to happen. Were the Lakers going to be, were they going to be good? Were they going to take the jump? Were they going to make that next play? I didn't really know, so that's why I was like, I'm just going to keep waiting. I'm going to wait to find out what happens. I want to see what happens, and this is going to be tough because I've been a Rob Pelinka supporter. Russell Westbrook's been one of my favorite players throughout his career, and this one is going to be hard to talk about. Let's start off. 13-20 got demolished on Christmas Day, and if you were watching on Christmas Day, the reality set in, right? And what do I mean by that? We have LeBron and AD. They're good. They're really good. They're top 10, top 15. They're top 10 when they're healthy. Now, we'll get into why they're not healthy. Obviously, LeBron's a pretty obvious one, but we'll talk about AD. The rest of the roster, I like Walker. I like Austin Reeves. I like Thomas Bryant. I think if they were your 7th, 8th, and 9th guys, you'd be pretty good, right? Let's talk about Patrick Beverley, Dennis Schroeder, Russell Westbrook. The rest of the guys, they're Kendrick Nunn. The guy they signed from the Warriors, Juan. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his last name right now. These guys they're terrible. Beverly, Westbrook, and Dennis Schroeder are like the misfits of the league, and somehow the Lakers ended up with all three of them. That is so frustrating. And we're starting 2 of the 3, and Russell Westbrook plays starter minutes. So really, the 3 of them play starter minutes. Think about that. So people want to talk about LeBron. They're like, oh, he can't carry the team. He's not as good anymore. He's just about his stats. No, LeBron is playing really well. LeBron's playing better than I thought he could, actually, going into the year. What do you expect him to do? When you watch when LeBron's not on the floor or AD's not on the floor, those guys may struggle against some of the best. Like if you had the G League All-Stars, they may beat the Lakers roster without LeBron and AD. Think about that. And if you gave me like 7 Austin Reeves or 7 Lonnie Walkers, I think the Lakers would be okay. I'd rather see that. But they're stuck. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they got to go make some catastrophic move because I'm not sure that move is out there. It's not realistic. So I'm not going to be one of those fans. You see it all over Twitter. But Rob, it's time. You got to go make you a Paul Gasol move. You got to go get this roster better. And you know what? I like Rob. Kobe liked Rob. So I'm gonna say I've been patient. I haven't put Rob on the clock. I'm putting Rob on the clock now. He has until next year for me, and that's a lot of time. That's a lot longer than a lot of Lakers fans are trying to give him. But you got to make a move. You can't waste LeBron like this. First of all, this is the Lakers. We don't rebuild. We don't do things like that. We make moves to go win championships. That's what the Lakers organization is about, or to be in the championship hunt. The Lakers are supposed to make the playoffs every year. They're supposed to be one of those teams that's talked about, that they could win it all, right? You're not going to win it every year. We know that in the NBA. Right? You can't win it every year in any sport. It's too hard. But can't waste it. Let's talk about LeBron. Obviously, LeBron's chasing the scoring record. He keeps moving up in the assist record. Basically, every game it feels like LeBron's passing another historic player. Great for him. I think LeBron, now though, like you hear him talk about, I would cry if I won a championship. He understands how hard it is to win. He knows that. He needs help. He needs wings. We have no wings. You don't have no guys that can defend, can shoot it when they're open, can attack the basket, right? I mean, you're watching the Mavericks, you're watching Tim Hardaway Jr., you're watching these guys move the ball, and they have multiple guys that can knock down the open three, that can shot fake and take it to the hole. They're not all-stars, but they're capable. Who do the Lakers have? If Russell Westbrook shot fakes, it doesn't matter. Same thing with Patrick Beverley. Even if you jump, what are they going to go do with it? right? Russ might make a couple layups, and I like Russ. That's the thing. But LeBron needs guys around him. He needs defenders. He needs some wings, especially now. He dominated the first half. He literally owned the Mavericks. But as a Lakers fan, you were sitting there and you were excited and you thought, oh, but then you thought the Mavericks shot terrible and we just got LeBron's A game, which he can't do that for 4 quarters, consistently anymore. You can't ask him to do that for 4 quarters anymore. And you just knew that the Mavericks, if it took one run and that was it. And then the Lakers' offense in the second half was absolutely terrible. And part of that, I'm not going to blame Darvin. I don't think it's his fault. I think he was dealt a bad hand here. And it's hard. When you're coaching the Lakers, it's very hard. Let's talk about Russell Westbrook. My problem with Russ is he doesn't fit. Why doesn't he fit? Here's the thing. Russ is an ISO player, right? Every once in a while he'll do a pick and roll, and he'll throw some good passes in transition. But he's an ISO player. So you already have LeBron, the king of ISO, and you have AD, another ISO player. And now when Russ is in the game, coming off the bench, he's going to come down and try to do that. I get so sick of seeing him just back the guy down, and then it's like, but our roster's not made for that. If we had 8 other shooters, okay, do your thing, Russ. But we don't have any, so Russ doing that it's not going to help us. It's time to move on from Russell Westbrook. And I like Russ, and I pray for Russ that he wins a championship somewhere. Will it happen? I don't know. He would have to land on a good roster and maybe change his game a little bit. Is he willing to do that? I'm not sure. But it's tough to sit there and watch Russell Westbrook and think that he fits on this roster and he gives the Lakers a chance to win the championship. So, what does that mean? Where are we at? What's next? Let's talk about Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is really good when healthy. Now everybody says, oh, he gets hurt. Are the Lakers setting Anthony Davis up to fail? I think so. I'm going to tell you why. Anthony Davis doesn't train. He doesn't have the mindset that LeBron James, Giannis, Kobe, MJ, those guys had. They had the mindset to go carry a franchise every year, every game in their prime. They were built to do that. Anthony Davis isn't built. He talks about that. He takes months off. But he's really good, right? So he gets in shape and he does that and he starts to play. He's not built like that. So why are we playing him 40-plus minutes? Why are we asking him to be like that? He should almost be on a Kawhi Leonard. Now, I don't think he should be as strict as Kawhi is. I think what Kawhi is doing right now is absolutely crazy. He should be, though, on a minute restriction, especially during the regular season. And to be honest, you can't win. Because as a Lakers fan, here's when it hit home for me that this year was a wrap. Was when Anthony Davis and LeBron, they lost to Philadelphia and Boston. And they both played really well. And people would be like, oh, well, Davis missed free throws. He did, but he balled out. He was doing everything he could. And it wasn't good enough. So right there was the tale of the Lakers this isn't a championship roster. There was a little bit of hope. They went on a little bit of run, played some bad teams. But then when that happened, it was like LeBron and AD just gave you everything they had, and they still didn't win. That was reality for me. So now, moving forward, if you're going to keep Anthony Davis, minutes, that's part of management. That's part of coaching, especially in today's world. You know what? We know Anthony Davis can't do this. So until Christmas, he only plays 30 minutes. Then we bump him up to 35. That way, when he gets to the postseason, maybe he's ready to go 40-plus if you need him. That should happen. You should be able to build the roster around it that can happen, right? That's the type of thing. The Warriors have been so good for so long because people sleep on it, but their bench, their roster was so good that even when they had guys out, these other guys could step in and keep them above. The roster should be built that basically it's like, okay, listen, if LeBron or AD, if one of them are out, that the roster still can go 500 or better. We don't expect you to go undefeated. We don't need you to go undefeated. But that you're still going to make the playoffs as one of the bottom seeds if one of those guys is out the whole year. If both of them are out, the roster can manage, but I understand that if both guys are out, okay? I feel bad for management in that case. But majority of the time, one of them has been healthy. So it should be that if one is healthy, we're right about 500, maybe a few games above 500. If they both play, we're a top 3 team in the West. You'd like to see top 3 in the NBA, but we're far from that. So where do the Lakers go? How does this happen? It's not change the coach. I'm going to give Rob till the end of the year. They got to make some major moves. They got to build the roster to basically like what I said. With one superstar, this team can still make the playoffs. With 2 superstars, we think this team can win the conference if all the dominoes fall in place. So they're far from that. They need to make a lot of moves. It's very tough to watch. I'm out. The Lakers will not make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, they'll get swept. So I'm not even going to get my hopes up. I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm just so disappointed because you watch and you think maybe some guys will be good. No, I think they're like I said, Thomas Bryant, Lonnie Walker, and Austin Reeves are decent players. I'm okay with those guys. Everybody else, just trash, just wasted time. You're literally wasting LeBron James's time, and it's unfortunate, right? Because he has so much buzz. And I don't want to see people commenting and telling me that LeBron James isn't good anymore. He can't carry, blah blah blah. No shit, right? Like you can't. If your car has 280,000 miles on it, you don't just get in it and drive it across the country, right? And expect it to run like it did when you first bought it. You know, you take it easy, you get the oil changed a little more frequent, you get it checked up a little more often, right? You're not as risky, you're not gunning it going 100, you're more careful. It feels like the Lakers are doing the complete opposite with LeBron and AD. It's like they expect them to be, they think they got LeBron in Cleveland. They don't have that LeBron. They have a LeBron who still can score, still can take, is still I would say he's the best passer in the NBA. He still has a very high IQ, and he still makes people around him better, right? Is he the best player in the NBA? No, he's not right now. He's not. Does he still show flashes in moments that he's the best player in the NBA? Yes. And he still can dominate a playoff series. But you have to help him get there, right? You have to help him get there. LeBron should be on cruise from game 1 until about, there's 82 games, until about game 75. And then it should be throttle up, right? And it should be able to get through the first couple rounds at about 85, 90%. And then when you get to basically the series before the Western Conference Finals, full speed throttle, 100%. And we know that LeBron will do that. They have to get there, though. Same thing with AD. AD shouldn't even be able to go fast enough to get on cruise control. He should be at about 20%. Christmas, 35%. And he should get to about 60, 70% once the playoffs start. And then he can go. AD may never get to 100%. Maybe in the finals, what we saw in the bubble. And let's let AD get there and that happen. So I'm not all about trade AD, trade LeBron, blow the whole thing up. But we got to see something. Rob, you're on the clock. You've done it before. The Lakers have done this before, right? They had some terrible years with Kobe, and then all of a sudden they got Paul Gasol, and they put a roster together, right? So go do something, Rob. It's like when you're playing 2K. All my 2K friends out there, right? And you're frustrated. You can't win with the team you have. So what do? You sit there and trade until you can win. You won't advance the week. You're not ready to advance. Your friends are pissed off because you're not ready to advance. But you're willing. But you're going to go do whatever it takes to make a roster that you can win with. It's that time, Rob. You shouldn't be sleeping. You shouldn't be leaving the office. I don't want to see none of that. I want to see you make some moves. I want to, like, if I'm Rob Pelinka, I'm probably going to the podium and saying, listen, we have failed you, Laker fans. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. But you know what? We're not going to rest until we build a championship roster. We have 2 great players here. We need to make sure they're healthy. And to do that, we need to do that. We're not going to stop doing that until it happens, right? That's what I want to see from the Lakers. The Lakers are in trouble. It's sad. It's hard to watch. Twitter is so toxic. All the fans are, but I get it, right? Everybody, they want the Lakers to win, and everybody thinks they're a GM. I'm not going to go that far as a fan, but what I'm going to tell you is it's time. Build the team around LeBron and AD that they can be in cruise control. And when they're in cruise control, the team wins. They're 5-6 games above 500, and then let LeBron and AD put it in full throttle when they get to the playoffs. The next couple of years could be good if you did that, but I don't know. LeBron's time is running out. AD, can he be healthy? Can we get him to the playoffs healthy? But you got to be willing to manage it. You got to be willing to do things outside the box, right? So the Lakers they're on the clock for me until the upcoming next year. If I have to have the same conversation next year, I want new ownership, new management. I want everything. Like it's going to blow my mind. And the thing is about LeBron, let us know that you want to win, right? Because that's what the Lakers are about. That you want to win, LeBron, right now, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to win. Help them build a roster. There's people out there that say you brought Russell Westbrook. Well, it has failed. So go make the next move, right? I mean, people used to talk so much shit about LeBron because when he was in Miami or he was in Cleveland, he would just overhaul the roster. Overhaul the damn roster, LeBron. Pick up your phone. Stop trying to get these guys that are has-beens and go get some dudes. Say, come on, let's go win 1 or 2 more. Like, we got this, right? Make that happen. I hope so. I hope AD can do that. They need a point guard. They have no guard. And it's really hard to win if you don't have a guard that can orchestrate. I get it. LeBron will have the ball in his hands most of the time. AD will. But they need a guard. They need somebody that they can pass to and LeBron can catch his breath. Right? That's why LeBron was able to win with Kyrie because people forget. He was just able to throw him the ball and say, Kyrie, go get you, man. Same thing with D-Wade, right? Go get you. Like, I'll get, if you can help me get there, I got you. Like, I'll make those plays. They need that. They really do need that. I don't know if that's Kyrie next year. I don't know what that is. But they need to go find that. And then they need to go find wings and bigs that are athletic. Mitchell, like Gabriel, I mean, like, here's the thing. Gabriel plays hard. I like his effort. Dude can't hold on to the ball to save his life. I mean, I don't know how many times he caught the ball around the basket yesterday, and he didn't even hit the rim. He'd get fouled, which he's an awful free throw shooter, or he would just get stripped. Like, he's out there, he's playing hard. I get it. Again, if Gabriel is, like, getting minutes when guys are out, like AD's out, so that's why he's playing, I'm okay with it. But AD is like, Gabriel right now is like the sixth man. That's how bad our roster is right now. Gabriel would get, that's the thing. So it's tough. I'm going to stay a little bit patient. I'm going to give Rob time. I'm going to give management time. I'm not going to put this on him, even though I think sometimes he does do some things where it's like, whoa, like starting Beverly and then Schroeder, like, come on, man. But what does he have? He doesn't really have much. So, but again, if I'm him, I'm going to Rob every day. I'm saying, Rob, what's our move? Where are we at? How many people have you called? And I'm just going to keep telling him, like, man, I came here to coach the Lakers, but I also came here to win championships. Championship is here. And the Lakers, they're not even on, you see that? They're not even on the screen. So how do we get the Lakers on the screen? Get me here. Let my coaching, let LeBron and AD turn the throttle up, and they'll put us there. I think that can happen. It's not going to happen this year unless they do something. Rob pulls something out of his ass, but I don't see that happening. But I think that it could happen next year. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are suggesting. I know it's frustrating as a Lakers fan. I'm very frustrated. I'm still going to be a fan, though, right? We still have LeBron. We still have Anthony Davis. I hope my cat's putting on a show for you. But, get healthy AD. Let's manage his minutes. LeBron, go get your records right now. But, come on, we got to win one more with LeBron. And I think it will happen. I hope it will happen. But there's a lot of things that need to happen. So I am frustrated. Rob Pelinka, you're now on Coach Zai's clock. It's time to do something. It's time to show that you're willing to make the moves for the Lakers to win a championship. And that should be the mindset every year. Nobody on the roster is safe. Nobody should ever be safe when you play for the Lakers. It is compete for championships or get the bleep out. That's how I feel about the Lakers. Look at the banners. Look at the players that have played for there. That's the mindset. And if you're not doing that, it's not for you. The job's not for you. The coaching's not for you. Management's not for you. The plan, right? Those are bright lights. You should want those bright lights. Does everybody understand that? You should want those bright lights to play for the Lakers, to play for the purple and gold, right? To represent Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, Kareem, Shaq. That's what those guys were about. If they didn't win the championship, they were like, it was a bad year, right? We're talking about trying to get into a play-in game. That's how far off the Lakers are right now. It's sad. It's disappointing. It makes for long nights. But it's time, Rob. Now is time. Show us something. Show us the plan. Let us know, right? Do whatever it takes. Let us know what you're going to do. Make something happen and make it happen fast. Just let the fans know that you want to win a championship, Rob. You want to win multiple championships, and you're not going to waste these two great players in LeBron and AD and just say that one championship was worth it. No, we want to compete every year. What are you doing? When LeBron leaves, the roster should be in place to go compete again. What are we doing right now? Like, who's the future? I want to see it, Rob. You're on the clock. Let's get to it. Stay blessed. Tell your loved ones you love them. Coach Zai, out.